I've always had this whole military approach. So stealth was, for me, a way to come up from the underground and just kind of catch people off guard with the music that I make.
Roger Sanchez in the house.
When it comes to electronic dance music, few artists have the influence and legacy of house music DJ and producer Roger Sanchez. And after years at the top of his game, Roger's once again looking back to where his musical journey started.
Growing up in New York City, you know, it was a big melting pot, and there's a very strong community for Latins, and I'm Dominican heritage, and then we're mixed in with Puerto Ricans, Colombians, you name it. And all of these influences have really come together. When I play and when I make music, it's a reflection of my life. This is what I've experienced, and these are the stories I tell. When I first was coming up, the sound that first came up through the underground was the more deep house, and then kind of jackin' house sound, a lot more soulful. Then you had the introduction of, you know, techno and trance, which basically took it to a much bigger, more broader audience. It became a lot harder, it became a lot faster. People like myself and a lot of, you know, guys that were coming up after what I call the second wave, DJ Sneak, Kerry Chandler, people like that are now looked upon, the new kids that are really latching onto a more underground sound, as kind of, I don't want to say a backlash against the more commercial sound, but basically to try to distance themselves and try to find something else. Well, now I'm working on a project called Roots, which is me going back into my underground roots, everything from deep house to jackin' house, a little bit of tribal, and bring that modernizing. The interesting thing for me is that I was able to develop that and get it to a stage where it became a lot broader, became a lot more mainstream without attempting to be so. When I connect with the crowd, what I want to play, one of the best feelings in the world. This is your time. I never intentionally did tracks commercially. They literally became, the sound that I was making became more crossover. But the interesting thing is, for me, I've always had my heart always very firmly rooted in the underground. And I think for me, coming full circle back to that, especially now, it's because I've seen that road and I appreciate it for what it is, but I've really gotten back to the place where I'm just making music 100% to please myself and my crowd that's in front of me.